It's corn.
It is corn season.
It is corn. So
How many dozen did you just shuck?
we bought 5.
One's going to James.
One's going to James. So 4. And did you do it as the baker's dozen like you're supposed to? That's right. That comes. That's a 5 bag. Yeah, that was the 5 dozen bag. So I didn't count. So I'm gonna just assume 4 because there were a few that weren't worth salvaging. That's always the case. Well, anyway, we have efforted a bag, 5 dozen bag from Robert's Ridge, sweet corn. That's now in the dishwasher as we speak. Turning it into content. Thank you, Jody O'Donnell, for the suggestion on his Saturday something fishy show on Beach 104.
Dishwasher with no soap, we should say.
We're getting there. Yes, we're doing the dishwasher corn. So freeze it. That's the trick.
Yep.
That you can do. We've got 4 dozen in there. We probably could have got 6 dozen in there easy.
Yeah, easy.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Maybe even another. Yeah, we could have. We maybe could have gotten another 4 dozen in there, truly.
Probably so. And you do that, and then after we get the show done, hopefully it will be done, and bag it up, put it in the freezer. Well, I don't know.
I'll cut it off.
Oh, are you going to cut it off, or are you going to do full cobs? Because that's the other thing. You can do the full cobs, which we've done that. We weren't really a big fan of it.
Yeah, I prefer to cut it off.
Okay.
I prefer to go ahead and have it already cut
All right,
off.
so we'll cut it off.
Yeah.
And then we'll have corn for the next 6 months.
If we remember that it's in there.
Oh, we'll remember. We will remember.
So a little fun thing about
and we're turning into content. So and maybe that will be
everyone wait for the TikTok.
That maybe this might be. It was Jody's idea. I will give him full credit. If this is what does it.
We'll see.
Don't need a hurricane. We need the TikTok with with corn. It could end up being like that kid. That one. Yeah, that. We could turn it into that maybe. Hopefully, that's it. That will put us over the top.
I don't have that much faith in our dishwasher corn method.
You don't think dishwasher corn will do it?
I don't. It's fun, but I think it'll be fun, but I don't think it will.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next week.
We'll see.
But just a fun few facts about Harvey's corn.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage for those who don't live around here.
Mm-hmm.
Harvey's farm,
Robert's
Ridge corn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal, and it's a rite of passage for when our kids were growing up, it was the boys. They didn't let girls work, but now girls can work too.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents have to be there at 6 a.m. dropping their kids off, pick them up at 9, 10 in the morning. The boys would hand pick the corn in the field. The one good thing is the boys would get to bring home. They could each bring home 1 bag, a dozen of ears of corn every day for free. What was Harvey's mama's name? She used to make biscuits and stuff for them every day.
Right.
It's a local establishment.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. So yeah, those of you who don't live here,
You're missing out.
You're missing out on that. The Silver Queen sweet corn that's grown on East Ridge. I was talking to Daryl Law Saturday because he came here on the island. Never been out here. Came by, saw he ended up missing the road. Ended up at the campground.
I was gonna say he never came and fished.
He didn't fish, but he came by. So got to explain the whole geography thing. So what Robert's Ridge is literally on East Ridge, which is a sand dune. It's one of the prehistoric sand dunes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's right. That runs across. That's why midway up the island, we go up. So we're at 5 feet above sea level. And when you go halfway up the island where we run, and you go up past Liz and Glenn's, get up by the McSpaddens and that way, you're up. Why it's so high in the air? It's like a 25-foot change, 30-foot change in elevation. That's the sand dune. That's the same East Ridge.
No, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Runs across, runs over to Morris Farm because you're almost due east of Morris Farm. And you know how when you drive up Morris Farm, it goes up and down.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that runs across where the airport is. That sand dune is where all our water comes from because underneath that is the aquifer that runs underneath So all the water that the Currituck water system, that's why it's there, and that's why the airport's there. Then it runs on through Maple Swamp and over there to East Ridge. And East Ridge Road, that's why it's called East Ridge Road. All that, yeah. So a little geography for you. There's another one of those sand dunes down where Colonial Beach is, Jarvisburg. That's why there's all that hills and undulations back there and all. Yeah. So.
Gotcha.
Right. That one actually goes over to Duck. That's right. All the big elevation changes that happen there too. So yeah, little geography lesson for you.
But the corn, we'll see how the corn does.
Yes. We'll see how the corn turns out. We'll see how the video turns out.
All right, folks.
All right, let's there's the cold open for you. It's boiling. It's the Sam
and Em
podcast, episode 30. Triple X. Sam Walker, OBXnews.com. That's Roman numerals.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Find us on your favorite podcast app, YouTube, Facebook. Like, follow, subscribe, hit that bell so you get the notifications when the new show posts or whenever content posts. And make sure you're sharing it. Make sure you're liking it. We say it every week. Keep doing it. Liking. We're seeing more people do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, because that helps. And give us the 5 stars as well. Brought to you by Miles Carpet Cleaning, Harlow Photography, Caribbean Pools and Spas, CoinJock Catering Company, and CMIT Solutions of the Outer Banks. There's that sheet. All right. We will start with, and today's show kind of is a shout-out show because that's kind of how what we're going to talk about turned in. But I know you've got some shout-outs maybe. Do you have any shout-outs? I know I have one I got today on the phone.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I did go to a meeting today, and the gentleman sitting next to me was like, I just love your husband and his content. And I can't think of his name now. But anyway, and after the meeting, he stayed. Norrell, maybe? He's an attorney in Elizabeth City. He was very nice. He was young. And anyway, we talked to Disney after the meeting.
Oh.
He's like, when's your next trip? And so anyway, he was really nice. And then I do want to give a shout out though to big old Waylon Lee Walker. He will be turning 4 on Friday.
That's right.
He had his big birthday party this past weekend, and all the family, everyone got together and celebrated with alligators and crocodiles, and it was really great.
Yeah,
so anyway, but Waylon, we love you, big guy. We love you.
Yep. Lisa Brickhouse Davis, our old colleague at the radio stations, she said she loves your voice. She said your voice is so soothing, and she enjoys listening to it.
Aw, that makes me feel good.
We had a conversation today, by the way.
Oh, good.
So, yes.
That's funny you say that because I was telling...
But I wasn't telling her. I was sorry. But then we got into the whole thing. But doesn't she need to be staying on the mic? I was thinking about the headset, and Lisa got a big kick out of that because she knew. Because being radio people, we're like, yeah. So anyway, all right. What were you gonna say?
No, it's just funny that you said that because I had seen a TikTok yesterday of these sisters. There's 3 sisters and they're camping. They're and their children. It's so our boys. There's a big log tree that's fallen out into the water.
Yeah.
So the 2 sisters, their boy, each of them had a boy out on the log, and the one sister's kind of recording this all happening, and the one sister's like, "I'll just use it, Jonathan, come off the log now, come off the log, Jonathan."
Right.
And the other one comes out of nowhere and is like, "You get off the," and starts screaming, and I was like, that would be me. I'm always screaming and yelling at the kids or whatever, but it was so funny. But it was so our boys like on that log, and then it was so like I was not ever the calm, non-yelling mom, so I don't know that anyone would say that my boy. I know. What your dad used to call me Hazel. Didn't he say there's a lady grown up Hazel that screamed? He called me Hazel. So anyway, thank you, Lisa. Show. That makes me feel good.
He comes up in the topic of the show today. We'll give Justin Bateman, OurRanksThisWeek.com podcast. Make sure you're checking that out. He did comment on your post on Facebook. Well, I'll explain that later. Of course, you can find Cap Marty's daily fishing reports and the weekly stories there too at Our Ranks This Week. And I don't give him enough shout-outs. Tony Lombardi, good friend, lives in Southern Shores. He has walkingangler.com. It's a great little website about fishing. So Tony loves the garden. If he had his way, I think there would be he would invite James to sit in his backyard all deer season and take care of the problems that eat all his garden. So, anyway. All right, that's a few of the shout-outs. That's really all I got. So, all right. So let's do some business here and thank some of our corporate champions, including Coin Jock Catering Company. And, man, they're going to be busy. More shows coming to Moore's Farm. Just got approved. They got approved for more shows in the back. Yeah,
that's awesome.
The back 40.
They're really, everyone said we've got to go. To a show.
I wanted to go to the Yacht Rock one 2 weeks ago. That would have been, that's kind of my vibe. So, but thanks to Coin Jock Catering Company. Looking to elevate that next event from ordinary to extraordinary, then look no further than Coin Jock Catering Company. Whether it's a corporate luncheon, a wedding reception, a family reunion, holiday party, or any special occasion, Coin Jock Catering Company comes to you with their on-site or drop-off catering. And you can hold their special event at their waterfront venue in Coin Jock. And there's the Coin Jock Catering food trucks ready to serve their one-of-a-kind creations, the redneck egg roll, the brisket nachos, the bang bang shrimp.
That's my favorite.
The peach cobbler egg roll they did 2 weeks ago. Not a fan of peaches. David, apple.
Listen,
David. Blueberry wouldn't be a bad thing either. This time of year, blueberries, all the fresh blueberries that are around. Yeah. I'm all over that one.
Like David needs our assistance.
I know, yes. All from their mobile kitchen. He's a shout-out we got to give to. Dang on it, that was the shout-out I forgot I had in the text. But all in their mobile kitchen when they pop up throughout the area and at Moore's Farm Market in Barco. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays from 11 to 5:30, and when they've got the live events out there, too. Just announced North Carolina Autism Music Festival is coming there.
Oh,
the first weekend of August. It just got shifted like the last day or so. Coin Jock Catering Company's hiring too, with weekend hours, some weekdays too, and the opportunity to work catering events with hourly pay plus tips depending on position. Book Coin Jock Catering Company for next event or employment opportunities. Call Louie and David at 704-502-8070 and like their Facebook page to find out their daily specials, locations, and more info. Before we let it go, because I didn't do it in the shout-outs, I'll do it right here, so it's kind of tied into the spot, all right? But, yeah, David Garrington there at Coin Jock Catering Company. We had mentioned last week about how great he looks and his journey with weight loss and lifestyle change. Just said thanks for the shout-out. It definitely helps my drive to do better, to hear it from like-minded, sincere people. Thank you, David.
So I think what's important, too, when you told me that is
yeah.
This is a community that you were raised in. Like, these are people that you know, like Lisa Brickett, like from growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And this community is home and it is family. And I think that that's something that we're very blessed in. And I just was lucky enough to fall in love with you and come here and be here. And I didn't always realize that. And the last 5 years definitely have shown me that. But before it was there too. But David saying that, it just felt like I mean,
right.
There are people who live in big cities and other places, and they don't necessarily have that community. Right. And really, Currituck's a special place, and we do have that community. So I'm proud of everyone, but that made me feel good.
Yeah.
So
well, and part of the corporate champion thing is that community thing.
Yes.
I mean, I can't
we
say enough.
Do this without,
couldn't do that without people like Stephanie Harlow and Harlow Photography.
Robert Miles.
We'll get to them in a second.
But thank you to Harlow Photography. Yeah. Summer is here, and it's a perfect time to capture those precious family moments or celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025 with stunning senior photos. Update your family album or mark this milestone with a session that reflects your unique story. But hurry, limited slots are still available. Don't miss out on preserving these unforgettable memories. Book your session now before it's too late. Contact Harlow Photography today at sharlowphotography.com. Like Stephanie Harlow Photos on Facebook.
All right. Yeah. And of course, we want to say thanks to everyone who has signed up at samwalkerobx.com for their memberships. And that includes those of you who have jumped on the annual memberships, which are now available. Yes, that's right. You've asked for it. Now it's here. You can now pay your founder status on an annual basis at SamWalkerOBXNews.com. A great way to show your support for me. And in return, you get a 10% discount on the monthly fee. You're supporting journalism as unique as the Outer Banks, reducing transaction fees, helping create quality content faster, and guarantee your access for the next 12 months for just $129. For existing members, just go to the managed memberships on Patreon and look for SamWalkerOBXNews.com. And for new members, just go to SamWalkerOBXNews.com and click the join button. But hurry, this 10% discount as a founder with annual status is only available for a limited time at SamWalkerOBXNews.com. I'm not going to lie. This crack tooth deal, yeah, it's irritating.
Do you want me to get
No, it's okay. No, seriously. Do I have time? Never. Do I have time to... I barely have time to breathe.
I know some of y'all are dental assistants. Get over here and help me with this man and his tooth.
I mean, it just happened yesterday. The only thing is it's irritating my tongue on the side. So it's just going to have to get used to it. That's all. And, you know. And
it's infected.
And when you're sitting there, you know, with nothing, I'm just thinking about it. Because I talk about scab picking. I am the worst at scab picking, not just picking scabs in conversations, but yeah, I can't stand it. So, all right. Okay, so
seriously, though, you know they have dental like stuff that you can put, like that's like the temporary stuff that you can put up there and it'll seal it so it won't be so edgy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, just go to the toothpaste section, yes.
Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. All right, so we have been wanting to discuss this, and we kind of let the content of the show, you know, there is some planning that goes into this. It may not sound like it some nights, a lot of nights, but we have talked about doing this because who made the initial suggestion about doing our eras?
I did.
Okay, so it was, I thought somebody else, you.
No, I will tell you how I came up with it.
But
right.
Before.
Before.
Yeah.
I need to turn around so y'all can see I dressed for this show.
Okay, she did dress for the show. Yes, she's got her stand up. Okay, there you go. Yes, you got it on.
And
okay.
I got on all my bracelets.
I forgot I got them over here. I put them over here. I can't wear them during the day. Drives me.
I got all my bracelets on.
All right, so I got mine on too. Okay.
So like I have said, like I'm a newbie to the Swiftie thing. Like just since the Eras tour started, kind of. I mean, I always liked her music. But since the Eras tour started, I mean, I am hook, line, and sinker. I can't get enough of, oh my gosh, she's here this weekend. I love seeing the stories of the people who are dressed, what they're, not costumes, but what they're making to wear to this, the sequins.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how sequins companies are going to stay in business when the last concert closes. This weekend I had posted, I can't wait. Every single week I go and every single concert I look for the 22 hat, the little girl who gets the hat. You know, it brings tears to my eyes to see the excitement and see Taylor's genuine, like just taking a few seconds out of her time to do it. So I just think the world, I do. I mean, I've always thought a lot of Taylor Swift just in general as a person, but this concert, this Eras tour has brought me a lot of joy.
Right.
And so anyway, so I have a friend, Stephanie. I love you, Stephanie. And Stephanie and I share a love of Taylor Swift. Of our grown women friends, we're the only two that are really like, oh my God, Taylor this. Oh my God, Taylor this. Travis this. I mean, we're sending each other TikToks back and forth. Right. We're into it. Anna Easton at over in Elizabeth City. She and I also are about it. But anyway,
we found Kay Nickens. If we founded all the Dare County town PIOs, and
I can't wait
all the PIOs in Dare County pretty much are all Swifties.
So but you know, I'm new at it or whatever. But I got to thinking. So Stephanie had I'm not trying to give away too much of her life. That's her story to tell. But you know, raised kids, marriage, married no longer to her husband, and Stephanie has really, since I met her, I would say I met her 5 years ago in January, and the transformation of Stephanie into I'm not gonna say broken Stephanie, but the hurt and figuring out new life Stephanie to now Stephanie. I'm so proud of her. Mm-hmm. And someone made the comment, Stephanie and I we're talking about Taylor Swift and everything, and somebody said, well, Stephanie's in her selfish era. And it really struck me. I don't think that person meant it as a bad thing, but I took it as a bad thing because I think it's important. So let me stop. Let me get my train of thought. So I think it got me thinking about the eras of life. You know, the Eras Tour, the eras of life. What era are you in?
Sure. Right.
And I think we're multiple eras at one time going on. Mm-hmm. And like last week when we talked about weight loss or weight, I said I wish everyone could like love themselves at the moment you're in. You know, really love and be kind to yourself.
Right.
And I think that if I could go back, another thing I would do is I would have a little bit of a selfish era my whole life. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking time for yourself. I don't think there's anything wrong with you doing what makes you happy. As a people pleaser my whole life, there's a lot of things I've done that are not selfish. And I wish I could kind of go back and be like, you know what? I'm going to take that time back for me. And I think that's okay. I don't think a selfish era, it has a very bad connotation to it, but I think that's a very healthy thing. And so then it just got me thinking, what other kind of eras are people in?
Yeah, and I've said that repeatedly to you, that you don't take enough time for yourself over the 32 years 33 years we've been together, that you have invariably been all about everybody else. And I've said, you've got to stop. You've got to worry about yourself. You got to look out for number one sometimes.
You have. So then last week at the end of our episode, I had said, hey, let us know what your era is. And this lady, I just absolutely love her, Donna Walton. I hate that she lives in Texas, and I don't live closer to her.
And we only get to see her at runs, or we get to see her at Disney. That's about it. So.
And she listened. I know she listened because I got this long text from her with some pictures and stuff. And she says, I am in my celebrating life era. Mm-hmm. I've been in this era since 24 August 2012, the day of my divorce, and I celebrate that day every year. I won't go into details of her, but I celebrate that now with you too after she's told me some things and shared her story with me. April of 2022, when I got my pacemaker, it brought an even bigger meaning to celebrating life. I'm so very thankful every day for how truly blessed I am. I almost posted about this morning because that morning, Top Stitch Couture, who's like one of the big Disney, like they hand make all the tutus and stuff. Mm-hmm. They had posted one that was so cool and it was neat. And they had stitched on it, I'm celebrating life. I didn't know it was hers. And so she sent it to me that it was hers.
Oh,
and
wow.
She was going to post on that post. And I was like, oh my gosh, I saw that this morning. And she had it designed for my Every Women's Marathon because I knew I wanted my celebrating life mantra on the bow, and she made it happen. And she has a cake when she celebrates her 1-year anniversary of her pacemaker. So she just is in the celebrating life era. And right. I think that's an era that's important that we should all maybe do sooner in life than later. Yeah. And Donna has got a positive attitude, and she just nothing scares her. It might, I'm not saying it doesn't, but like she just does it. She's like, I think I want to do that. And she does it. And it's just, she's very inspirational, and I love her. And, I just think the world of her. So that was one of the eras that I got, was a celebrating life era. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like, mm-hmm. And I don't think that's a selfish era. I think that's some people might look at it differently,
right.
Right. I think Stephanie's been celebrating her life and celebrating what she does.
So, and Donna gave us that sent a text after listening to the show, and that inspired you to, you know what, let me just put this out there on the Book of Faces. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, wow. Okay. The response to that was pretty like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I got several private ones too.
Ah, even more private. Okay. All right, so run through a couple of them there, and then we take a break and come back and run through some more.
Okay.
All right.
Mother of a special needs adult. era, figuring out how to transition everyone to the next phase of life, as well as becoming a mother of the groom era and building a house era. So this person has a lot going on in their life.
Oh, wow.
And but they're celebrating every moment of it too. I thought that was pretty cool. But again, something you don't think about, like you think your kids are going on, it made me stop and think about everyone's family situation is different.
Right.
And no matter how old our children are or what their capabilities are, we all worry about them. But that's extra, finishing off. I had another one who said, went through a bad breakup, spend every Sunday maxing out my credit card on Nature's Harmony era. Household plant extremist era, which I do think
Nature's Harmony era?
I think Nature's Harmony is
Isn't that granola bars?
No. I think it's like one of those, like, you buy plants and stuff from, I think.
Nature's Harmony is why did I think about it? Nature's Harmony was the nursery.
But then this person went into the houseplant extremist era as a result of the previous era.
Yeah.
Okay. And that has brought her to her current era as peasant woman waiting out the winter with her shawl and teacup era.
Okay.
Because her office is always cold.
Oh, right.
But, I also thought about Caroline. She may be in that little bit of houseplant extremist era. You feel like you're walking through a jungle in her thing. So those were the private ones that I got. Hold on.
You want to scroll through and get the public ones together? All right, let's do that after we thank some more of our corporate sponsors here on the Sam
and M
podcast right after this.
The Outer Banks is an amazing and has supported a special way of life. Let's do our part and take care of it. We promise to
discover this land of history and inspiration with a spirit of kindness and appreciation.
Let's turn what ifs into let's be prepared. Pack it in, pack it out, and leave no trace.
Wander with wonder, sticking to roads and paths.
Love the beach, respect the ocean.
Be a wildlife star, observing animals safely from afar.
Support local. Small acts have big impacts.
Let's all work together and make a promise to protect the Outer Banks.
All right. So thanks to Miles Carpet Cleaning, summertime means fun time in and out of the house all the time. And your carpets, rugs, and upholstery are starting to show it. Call Miles Carpet Cleaning and get it all looking and smelling fresh like a summer morning. Serving Currituck and the Outer Banks, the Miles Carpet Cleaning family has been cleaning things up on both sides of the water for the last 8 years. Their $99 special can't be beat. Get 3 rooms and a hallway cleaned to perfection, including an orange scent carpet deodorizer and Scotch Guard for just $99 from Miles Carpet Cleaning. Call now, 252-207-6707. Find more great offers by following Miles Carpet Cleaning on Facebook. Robert Miles and his family will take care of you like you're one of the family. Forget the rest. Call the best. Miles Carpet Cleaning, 252-207-6707. That's 252-207-6707.
God, well done. Well done. Not medium rare. Well done. All right. More coming up. Ready to dive into something new? Caribbean Pools and Spas, the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, is now hiring service professionals for the 2024 season and beyond. Caribbean Pools and Spas is looking for dedicated individuals who enjoy being outdoors and want to create unforgettable experiences for our customers. With outstanding pay, instant incentives, flexible weekly schedules, hands-on training, and full support from the great Caribbean Pools and Spas management team that'll back you up. Routes are available right now from Corolla to South Nags Head and everywhere in between. Call today, 252-480-2900. That's 252-480-2900. Or drop an email to alex@caribbeanobx.com. That's alex@caribbeanobx.com. Whether you're an experienced pro or just starting out, Caribbean is the best pool and spa service company to work for on the Outer Banks. I should know. I work for them too and love it. Join our team and make a splash with the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, Caribbean Pools and Spas. I wish I could get the pools and spa done in 78 seconds like we do in Caitlin does in that video, because boy, would it be a lot easier day. Anyway, especially when it's 100% humidity like it's been all week. Okay, so we are in our eras. We're talking about all the eras that we've had submitted to us via the Facebook and via the instant messages and stuff. So let's get some more of the eras that folks shared with us.
Well, Justin Bateman had his ERA in high school, was 4.5 or something when I did pitch. I beamed too many batters.
Yeah. Earned run average. Yeah. Okay. You knew that?
I didn't know it stood for earned run average, but I knew it was a baseball term.
Okay.
Also.
Well, yeah.
I did know
all right.
that.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha, Justin.
Yep. All right.
Teresa Young, era of having to deal with our upside down world. A good topic. I told her that would be like an entire decade of a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
That we are not not dipping our toes into that, but I would agree with you, Teresa Young. It is upside down.
Ooh.
Michelle Goodwin Santa. I've had my military spouse's era, moving era, curry tuck era, and soon my grandmother's era. I had a couple of people say that, and grandma's era is pretty cool. I'm loving it.
Yeah, grandpa era is not bad.
Peepaw
era. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. We're getting into the it's fun stage if we can get through trying to balance the work and having the kids here at the same time and trying to get into that stage where we are going to load up the truck and we're gone for the day. I mean, we've done that to the water park a couple of times.
Yeah.
Disney in October.
Hopefully.
Disney in October. But it's the do what I did with the kids, which is, hey, we're going to the aquarium today. Hey, we're going to Williamsburg today. Hey, we're going to wherever today. You know.
You might have to load your dad up and take him too.
Why'd you have to go there?
Just saying.
Had to go there, didn't you?
Just saying. Don O'Donnell said, "Here, I'm thinking I'm in my folklore era, which there is a folklore era for the tour."
Oh.
Right. Catherine Doxy Woodward is like, I'm in the working mom of a young one era. I've been there, done that, Catherine. And your little girl is into horse shows, and she's
we thought lacrosse was
yeah, I know, right? She but her daughter makes things and sells, like has a little business selling to help pay for her stuff. So I think right now she's doing the scented things. I bought a couple, and then like car scent things. And then also I think she's doing pins or something. So I'll have to tag her and make a post for her. Jenny Mata. How about my radio era?
She's back into it again.
Yeah. And then there's Ashley Taft, who I love. I reconnected with her kind of this weekend. We cleaned together, and I just love her, and I love her daughter Whitney. But she's in the raising a teenage daughter era, and it's not for the faint of heart, which I hate to tell you, Ashley, it's not necessarily easier when they become in their 20s either.
No, it's not.
Melissa Sledge, who we met through Kelsey's Hope, one of the girls we ran with, she's in her running era. And Melissa and Melody are training really hard for their first marathon at that women's marathon in Savannah.
Okay.
So I really think I need to go down there and cheer on my friends. I'm not doing it, but I need to cheer them on. So they are inspiring me every day. They're out there making posts. I'm so proud of them.
Right.
Paul Rawson, a.k.a. Bill. I'm in my retirement, can't come fast enough era.
Yeah, but must be nice to be thinking that way because
I know. I feel like I'm never going to get to retire.
No.
A girl I went to high school with, Liz Reed Lower. I might be saying her name wrong. Sorry, Liz. You'll always be Liz Reed to me. We are in the era of sports teams, sucking all the time and money, teenage girl era, and limited relationship time era. Man, I'm screwed here. Liz, been there, done that.
Have all the jerseys and the T-shirts still hanging in the closet. Yeah.
But you know what? You won't change it for the world. You won't.
No, and then you try to figure out ways to stay in it like I have. So
Yes. Candace Miller, I'm in the era of not working my ass off for some corporate assholes that don't give two shits about you. Yes, Candace, you have moved
35,
on. I think
56.
She's got her own company now. I think she's doing plants now or whatever. So I'm proud of Candace.
Oh, okay.
I love her. April Carter, I'm in my mental health era. I think we all need to be in that.
Yes.
Melody Herman, who we were just talking about, she's the one running also the women's half marathon or women's full marathon. And I think they're doing Dopey also. She's in that Make It Make Sense. I found myself saying that far too much lately. And Melody, I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah. This
one was great. Sarah Campbell Harris.
Uh-huh.
So this comes from a 25-year-old perspective.
Yes.
She's in my 25th year clarity era. There's a study about how the closer you get to age 25, the more stable and clear you become in regards to your place in the world and in people's lives. It's definitely happening for me. It manifests in being more self-confident, more sure of your place in people's lives, and more comfortable with not being liked all the time, and friendship sometimes is fizzling out. It's a refreshing era to be in. And so I would say that that era comes and goes a lot in your life. But I can remember how you kind of freaked out at 25.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
I know
you kind of were like, wait, where am I? So I can see that having some clarity and all. Liz Holterhouse, Caroline's mother-in-law. She's in the living, I think she means loving being a la-la era. It really makes me slow down and stay in the moment. The moment might be Paw Patrol, but that's okay. Our Harper is Liz. She is so obsessed. I just hit my tooth on that.
Yeah. That's all we need. You break a tooth on this mic. She is obsessed with Paw Patrol. Is not the word for it. I'm trying to go back through the kids, and then Waylon is Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear is his, but not to the level that Harper is. Yeah, you can convince him to watch other things. Harper, though, and she's now found in another content generation that, why didn't we think of this, where people are making videos with the toys? They're doing the toys. She wants to watch the Paw Patrol toys.
Well, there's Paw Patrol toys and there's Paw Patrol Play-Doh.
Oh, well, she's got all the Play-Doh. Yeah, I know. But the Paw Patrol toys videos on YouTube. Why didn't we think of this as a content generator?
Maybe we could just do bobbleheads of Sam and Emily moving around. Maybe we would do that better on YouTube. People would like that better. Liz is also in.
She is obsessed. No, well, hang on. We don't want to go anywhere. But she knows at 2 and almost 3 years old. I mean, this child knows Paw Patrol. Now, she was brought up on the Miss Rachel videos, which I think really had a lot to do with how her communication skills and her intelligence. Holy cow, thank you for that. Waylon's same way. I mean, those kids, they're on top of things. They are way on top of things.
So you're in the Peepaw, my grandbabies are the smartest in the world era.
Well, yeah, but to a level that I don't think anybody, there's things that those kids are doing now that kids that are like twice their age or 3 times their age don't catch.
Yeah,
There's a lot happening in those, and that's where it's like, okay, we got to start loading these kids up and getting them the experiences that our kids had and that I had. And we got to get some of these experiences going. And besides the Paw Patrol's great because I think it's kind of cool how let's learn some things from it. I mean, it is still learning how to treat people. It's good, good, bad, all that stuff, and being good, good stewards, good citizens. But what you were gonna say? Sorry.
Liz is also I'm also well trained in the era of not taking ownership of anything that is not my monkey or my circus. It took years of practice to master this. LOL. So I like that. Like, not my monkeys, not my circus. Not gonna own it. Not gonna step into it. I still can't quite do that.
No, we can't. Either one of us can't. So that's true. It's again that whole thing of, well, let me just do this. And all right.
Heather Rice, I'm coming into my grandma, and she's going to be known as Hamma era, and I can hardly wait until November. I'm so excited. Heather's daughter, Caroline, is expecting, and that was the Caroline that you were like, she's so cute when she wears her pigtails.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She was a cute one. Cindy Norris, new friend just since we started this podcast. And she's in a 10-year time span. I went through a divorce and lost both of my children. My black era is over, and I'm forcing myself into the renewal era. Losing weight, 32 pounds so far. I'm so happy for you, Cindy. And getting healthier for myself. Right. And that is an era that I am here to fully support you, and I'm excited for you. Melissa Copeland, she is just loving the era she is in. Melissa has a lot going on, and I'm excited for her and her new ventures. Michelle Cowan, Jeff and I are in our nest is empty and we finally have money again era. Combined with vacation every other month era. Obviously made possible by that aforementioned era.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Glenda Markham sent me a picture of her grandson, and it says, I'm in my no era. He has his little shirt on. And she says, I'm in my Gigi era. So this friend, Carrie Paul, I'm calling my era the Dory era. I'm going to just keep swimming. It's been one hit after another since 2021. I believe their house burnt down like totally to the ground in 2021. They rebuilt, and then I believe her father just passed away. So my heart goes out to you, Carrie. I know it's a lot. But I moved through them, adapt and overcome. This is the era I'd like to move from on for quite a while, honestly. And for you, I hope you do. Tegan Spencer. Met Tegan. You and I met Tegan at at the Disney, our first springtime surprise.
Yep.
Tegan and her mom, we met the first night, and then the next day they were there, but Tegan left that race and went to see the Eras Tour.
Yeah, because she was in Tampa. Yeah.
And drove all the way back overnight just to come right straight back to the race to do the 10-miler.
Yeah.
She says, I'm in my teaching the same age of the children that I have at home era, and I'm trying not to pull out my hair from saying the same thing 24 hours a day. Brittany Bear, retired hot mom era, ?
Okay.
Stephanie Garner, and I just love all of these people for responding, and I love each of you and the relationships we have. But Stephanie Garner, I'm in my Phoenix era. Now that the healing era is done after an abusive relationship era, also plant mom era. I'm finally keeping them alive. Deanna Colicus, I never say it right, I'm sorry. I'm in the empty nest era and live life to the fullest era. David and I are enjoying taking that spontaneous trip without having to worry about the kids. And I think that's great. That's where we are, I think. Yeah. Definitely from Lauren Hayes Palmer, definitely in the my don't care era. I am done worrying about what other people think. I'm here to be nice to everyone, and obviously I want my family and friends to be proud of me. But I cannot spend time worrying about anything other than mine and my family's happiness and goals. No drama for this mama.
Well
and
played.
I think we could all take a little bit of these eras and mix them together, and we'd have some pretty freaking good eras. I think people do. We have bad eras, good eras, and they can happen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just recognizing it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, what era are we in at the moment?
I was gonna say, what era do you think you're in?
I don't know. I don't know if I could identify it. At some days I think this is the era I should have been in the whole time, and I made that comment today in a phone call that I should have done this from the beginning.
I told you so.
Well, yeah.
That would really be also known as the my wife is always right era.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Emily's always right. That era's been
I
going
wish
on
I
for
was.
33 years this September. So, I don't know. I mean, some days it's the get up, get up, get the day started. There's a lot to get done. Go to bed, get up and do it the next day era. That's where I'm at right now. Because it is get up, let's see what content we need to generate. If there's content that needs to be generated before we go and, and go clean pools. And at the same time be monitoring everything. And I mean, and then on the way home, all right, what do we got to get done and get it done, and then get some food done, and then generate a little more, and then go to bed. I mean, I think it might be in that era right now. That's partially why it's like, man, I don't want to miss out on the opportunities with Harper and Waylon that I might be missing out on because of trying to do too much. That is one thing I've been notorious my entire life, is trying to do too much and maybe do, get out in front of my skis. You think that's, or do I find a way to keep the skis on?
I think you always find a way to duct tape those skis and keep them on. Let's
Duct
just
tape,
be real.
yeah, that's true.
When I met you, your tennis shoes were literally duct taped
That's
together.
right, yeah.
I would say I kind of worry. I do worry that we do too much. Like we're just running from one thing to the next, and it doesn't feel like we ever really have like just some downtime. And I do feel like a lot of things kind of get pushed to the side. Right now, like I feel like we're not exercising. We're not focusing on that. I feel like we were enjoying that. So I do feel like we're kind of in the era of run, hurry up and get there type thing.
True.
And I've been thinking about it a lot, like that we need to like refocus, or I don't even know how to do it. It's just, it's hard around here, y'all. It's hard. And I know everyone works multiple jobs. Not everyone, but I know people are busy. I mean, whether you're busy working 2 or 3 jobs, or you're busy taking your children for travel team stuff, or you're busy
That's a job.
taking care of your grandkid. I mean, there's a lot going on. Every single person is busy. And I think what I wanted from this era thing was I wanted to see where other friends kind of fell into it, and where they were, and what they were thinking in their lives, and what they were. And I wanted to see where they were, but I wanted to see that it's a mesh, like a mesh. It's a mesh of eras, a mesh of people doing different things, and that, I don't even know how to say it because I can't say it right. I just, for you and I think what
did we want to, was it a thing of want to see where everybody else is to see if we can figure out where we're at?
Are we keeping up with the Joneses?
We've been notorious for that for years. But I mean, do you feel like that maybe this was like that we're not the only ones who are in the same situation, that we're just,
or I just wanted to feel good about other people in the eras they're in. Like everybody's in a different spot in life. You know what I mean? Everyone's a different spot in life. Yeah. And even those that sent us things that were kind of in a tough spot, they were looking for the positive to move on forward to it. So I think
always
that's
look on the bright side of life.
Yeah.
Da-da.
I think that was right. I think for us, I thought, and this is probably what I think I thought we were going to hit a point at the era of life that was like you and me against the world for just a little bit. It's just going to be Sam and M, and we were just going to be just Sam and M, and the reality is there's no way that's ever going to happen, because there's always going to be, because of who we are and who we love and who's in our family and who's in our friend group. And it's never going to be just Sam and N against the world day in and day out, right? I mean, the reality is we have my mom who lives with us now. We have your parents that are getting older and have issues. We have our kids who need help with daycare, which your parents helped us out with. There's
Right.
no way we're not going to help
Yeah.
ours out. Plus, it means time with your grandkids, for
Right.
goodness sakes.
Mm-hmm.
We still have careers. We still have jobs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a weird era. Like, I really thought it was going to be like the empty nest kind of era. And for us, it's not an empty nest era. It's like,
No. The nest won't ever empty.
Yeah, it's like some of the birds have flown back home. And it you know,
They
it's-
fly in and out.
it has become our
kind of
circus
like-
and our monkeys.
Yeah, they're kind of like the purple martins at Man's Harbor. They come back every year on their way
Yeah.
through. It's
Yeah.
that same scenario.
So I think where I thought I'd be, I think sometimes that's just part of life. You have to stop and reassess and be like, I thought I'd be here, but I'm not.
Right.
Do I still want to be there, or am I okay
Yeah.
where I am?
Right.
And I am very. I don't want this to get interpreted that I'm unhappy in life,
Yeah.
because I'm not. I'm not at all. Like,
Right.
we have a very good life, and I'm happy with it.
Yes.
So, and I couldn't imagine doing what we do without it being with you. So,
No,
anyway.
well, me either. Because that's they talk about no, don't even want to go down that that rabbit hole. No, okay. All right, let's thank another of our corporate sponsors here, and that is CMIT Solutions. When it comes to managing your business, it's important to have the right technology. That's why CMIT works to help businesses. Short for Completely Managed Information Technology, CMIT offers everything a business needs. Their services include tech support, computer and server security, cloud backup, secure Wi-Fi, business phones, and more. With CMIT's help, your technology will stay up and running. For more information, go to CMITOBX.com. And shout out to Scott DeMasi, who woke up Friday morning with all hell breaking loose in the IT world. It still is.
I know.
Delta still hadn't recovered, and Delta's in some deep, deep trouble, as opposed to Southwest, who said they were still running things on the Commodore 64. But yeah, Scott, thanks to Scott, too, who really gave me a great explanation. We got it at samwalkerobxnews.com about what happened on Friday with CrowdStrike and Microsoft, which was not related. There was a situation that happened with it, and it didn't impact me, but it's already impacting some people we know, because they're starting to get the scammers who are hitting them and saying, hey, you need to do this to your computer to fix it because of that. And it had nothing to do with that machine right there that you have had nothing to do with what happened on Friday. Personal computers, nothing. So yeah, don't get scammed like that. All right. So again, thanks to Scott DeMasi and CMIT of the Outer Banks for being one of our corporate champions here on the Sam and M podcast and at samwalkerobxnews.com. And it is getting closer and closer and closer, right? It's getting closer.
Yes.
I'm starting to see more stuff coming in the mail.
Yes, my wig has arrived. My glasses has arrived.
I got to order that
arrived.
shirt.
Come and knock on our door at the first Roper Romp through downtown Elizabeth City on Saturday, August 10th from 2 to 5, benefiting the Kelsey's Hope Foundation. Enjoy the downtown breweries and local establishments as we dress up as Mrs. Roper or any character from Three's Company. Romp around Elizabeth City and enjoy your favorite beverages. No ticket needed. Find the QR codes that will be posted at the downtown sites to make your donation to Kelsey's Hope, providing hope to families that have children suffering from cancer by offering support for trips and gifts that might otherwise be unattainable, dedicated to raising awareness and funds to support childhood cancer research and support the education of healthcare providers with an annual nursing scholarship. For more details, search Kelsey's Hope Roper Romp event page on Facebook.
All right. And scan the QR code. If you can figure out how to do that with the video up, put it up on the TV. Then that's what you do. Go to your YouTube app on your smart TV. Put it on the screen on the YouTube. Watch the podcast. When it pops up, then take your phone and scan, and then there you go.
Make a donation.
Yeah, and make a donation. Very, very, very simple. All right. See, I want to try to hit the post there. All right, let's go for a run.
Race on the Runway, Saturday, October 5th at the Currituck Airport. Caters to all ages and fitness levels. The adrenaline-packed schedule includes Tarmac 10K race starting at 8:30 a.m., First Flight 5K race beginning at 9 a.m., Taxi Trot 1 mile fun run starting at 10 a.m. Part of the Currituck Plains and Plows event and Currituck Sheriff's Community Night Out. Details at samwalkerobxnews.com.
All right, the OBX Running Company 5K and 1 milers. I got one I got to add on here because the Labor Day beer run at Outer Banks Brewing Station's coming up too. Mm-hmm. Lighthouse Run, that's every Wednesday at 8 a.m. through September 11th at the Whale Hut Club in Corolla. I should go do that tomorrow. I mean, we're recording on Tuesday, by the way, this week. What do you think? Should I get up and do it tomorrow?
It's almost 11 p.m.
Is it? And we got that corn. We got to get the corn out of the dishwasher. Beach runs every Thursday, August 8th. Well, their last one is coming up on August 8th at Jeanette's Pier, August 22nd at Epstein Beach Access at 8 a.m. Village Nag said they have their final 5K and 1 mile on Thursday, the 15th of August at 8 a.m. behind Outer Banks Mall. And then Kinnicky Shores and Avon every Friday through August 9th at 8 a.m. at Sun Realty in Avon. Don't forget about the H2 OBX Dash and Splash. That's Sunday, August 4th at 8 a.m. At the 2 mile run inside and outside the water park includes a 1/4 mile run through the Lazy River. Limited to 100 participants. The OBXRunningCompany.com.
Outer Banks sporting events. Outer Banks Triathlon, Saturday, September 14th. Old Swimming Hole at Manio Airport and Fort Raleigh National Historic Site. Sprint and Olympic, plus relays and aquabike in both distances. Another round, 25K, Saturday, October 19th, Jockey's Ridge State Park. It's trail running, including some of the dune. Run a 5K loop per hour. Teams of 2 can do it as well. One runs 15K and the other runs a 10K. Town Bank Outer Banks Marathon and Half Marathon, November 8th through the 10th. And get all the details at obxse.com.
And Barrier Island Group has announced their final 2 races of the year just this last couple of days. The Labor Day Lighthouse 5K is going to be on Monday, September 2nd at 7:30 a.m. at the Cape Hatteras Light Station in Buxton. The first 200 registrants receive a commemorative shirt, eco-friendly reusable cup, and finisher medal. It's going to go around through the light station itself with the brand new stuff that's been done on the landscaping and all that. So that's going to be kind of open. They'll be able to do things there. The multi-use path is going to be right on the edge of getting it finished in time for this. But anyway, it's going to be a cool event. It's going to be at the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse on Labor Day. Then the second annual Holiday Hustle 5K, the date's been finalized for that. Had a chance to run the inaugural version of that last year. It's on Saturday, December 7th. Man, there's a lot that Saturday. That's a Twilight 5K at Fort Raleigh National Historic Site. You run from there to the north end of Roanoke Island and back around over by Morrison Grove. It's a neat little course. I like that course. Finishes at the Elizabethan Gardens and a post-race party inside the Gardens Winter Lights display. Registration and details can be found at barrierislandgroup.com. So that's we went for a run. And now let's see what we got at Sam Walker OBXnews.com. This weekend, a couple of cool things happened this weekend. The Lost Colony, of course, you can catch that every Monday through Saturday, 8:30 p.m. through August 24th at the Waterside Theater at Fort Raleigh National Historic Site on Roanoke Island. This Saturday, the 27th of July, is the 5,000th performance of the Lost Colony.
Wow.
That morning is the annual Virginia Dare Baby Auditions, which will be taking place at 9:30 a.m. over at the offices of the Lost Colony. Virginia Dare Day, the show this year will be held on Monday the 19th because August 18th, which is Virginia Dare's birthday anniversary, is on a Sunday. So they're going to do, no, they are going to do it, I got to go back and look, but they're not doing it on the 18th this year. It's either the 17th or the 19th, and I just totally went out of my head on that. So we got the story up at at SamWalkerOBXNews.com.
Lord have mercy. Okay. 2024 Mariners Wharf Film Festival, downtown Elizabeth City, each Tuesday in June and July.
All right. The weekly Avon Farmers Markets is run every Tuesday through September 10th.
The town of Kill Devil Hills First Flight Farmers Market at Aviation Park every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. through August 13th.
Wild Horse Fun, the Corolla Wild Horse Fun every Wednesday this summer has Mustang mornings at the farm, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Betsy Dowdy Equine Center, 102 Young Rider Lane in Grandy.
The Tri-Villages Market at Camp Hatteras Campground in Waves on Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 25th.
Soundside Summer Markets, those go on every Wednesday from 9 to 1 through August 14th at the Soundside event site in Nags Head.
Corolla Cork and Craft Wednesday evenings at the Whalehead Club through September 11th.
And the Acoustic Sunset Wind Down with live music and food trucks every Thursday through September 26th at Sanctuary Vineyards, with proceeds benefiting a variety of nonprofit organizations.
Dowdy Park Farmers Market in Nags Head each Thursday through August 29th.
The Downtown Market in Manteo, that's this week, is going to be at COA Dare campus on US 64 this Saturday from 9 to 1. Normally it's downtown, but because of the second annual One Design Regatta that's going to be going on at the same time at Roanoke Island Maritime Museum and the George Washington Creek Park, which is normally where the market's being held, that's why they're moving to COA Dare this Saturday, the 27th.
The Theater of Dare presents their first ever summer show celebrating Christmas in July with every Christmas story ever told and then some. Final performance Wednesday night, July 31st at 7:30 p.m. at the Theater of Dare in Kitty Hawk. And their summer Shakespeare series is coming in August.
The 2024 annual OBX Skim Jam. It's presented by Skim USA. The skimboarding competition takes place this weekend, the 26th, 27th, and 28th at Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head. And it looks like the weather's finally going to cooperate. It's going to dry out this weekend. It's going to be perfect skimboarding weather.
The National Weather Service will hold a pair of hurricane community forums on Tuesday, July 30th at 2 p.m. at the Avon Fire Station and the Dare County Emergency Management Operations Center in Manteo on July 31st at 10 a.m.
St. John United Methodist Church in Avon's got a community bazaar on Thursday the 1st starting at 7 a.m. and continuing until 2 p.m. A day-long event features kids' activities, music, homemade meals for breakfast and lunch, and much more.
The event schedule is set for the annual Ocracoke Fig Festival, Friday, August 2nd and Saturday, August 3rd.
First Light Society has got the Monday, August 19th with Orville and Catherine Wright's birth dates. It's National Aviation Day. They'll have activities at Dare County Regional Airport and Wright Brothers National Memorial.
And the Outer Banks Film Society will return in September for its second season to screen independent films, movie classics, documentaries, short, and world cinema at Dare Arts in downtown Manteo.
All right. I did it. Thanks, everybody who played along with the Eras episode here on Sam
and M
podcast. Brought to you by Miles Carpet Cleaning, Harlow Photography, Caribbean Pools and Spas, CoinJock Catering Company, and CMIT Solutions of the Outer Banks. Can't say it enough. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell, and share. And find us, of course, on your favorite podcast app, YouTube, Facebook, 5 stars. Interact with us. That's where this came from. We're going to do this more, I think.
Yeah.
Put it out there on the socials to get more interaction.
We'll see.
We love to talk about something you guys want to hear us talk about, so let us know. So do that. Tag us on a post or send us your thoughts, topics, and all that stuff. Email samwalkerobxnews@gmail.com. You can DM us on all the social media. It's easy to find us. I mean, come on. We keep saying it's Sam Walker OBX. It's Emily Walker OBX. How hard can that be to remember? We usually forget it. So anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks to all our corporate champions. And hey, next time it's August. Our next episode is August episode. Wow. Okay.
Crazy. Y'all have a great week.
Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Sam
and M
podcast. Bye.